Creativity is the greatest rebellion in existence. The past is no more, and the future is not yet. Both are unnecessarily moving in directions which don't exist. One used to exist but no longer exists, and one has not even started to exist. The only right person is one who lives moment to moment. Sadness comes, joy comes, and everything passes by. What remains always is the witness. The witness is beyond all polarities. If you love a flower, don't pick it up, because if you pick it up, it dies, and it ceases to be what you love. So if you love a flower, let it be. Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation. Life repeats itself mindlessly. Unless you become mindful, it will go on repeating like a wheel. Be, don't try to become. Within these two words, be and becoming, your whole life is contained. Being is enlightenment, becoming is ignorance. Sadness gives depth. Happiness gives height. Sadness gives roots. Happiness gives branches. Happiness is like a tree going into the sky, and sadness is like the roots going down into the womb of the earth. Both are needed, and the higher a tree goes, the deeper it goes, simultaneously. In fact, it is always in proportion. That's its balance. Be realistic, plan for a miracle. Drop the idea of becoming someone because you are already a masterpiece. You cannot be improved. You have only to come to it, to know it, to realize it. Each person comes into this world with a specific destiny. He has something to fulfill. Some message has to be delivered. Some work has to be completed. You are not here accidentally. You are here meaningfully. There is a purpose behind you. The whole intends to do something through you. My meditation is simple. It does not require any complex practices. It is simple. It is singing. It is dancing. It is sitting silently. Millions of people are suffering. They want to be loved, but they don't know how to love. And love cannot exist as a monologue. It is a dialogue, a very harmonious dialogue. I love this world because it is imperfect. It is imperfect, and that's why it is growing. If it was perfect, it would have been dead. Be like an alone peak high in the sky. Why should you hanker to belong? You are not a thing. Things belong. Discover yourself, otherwise you have to depend on other people's opinions who don't know themselves. That which makes you miserable is the only sin. That which takes you away from yourself is the only thing to be avoided. When you really laugh for those few moments, you are in a deep meditative state. Thinking stops. It is impossible to laugh and think together. You will come closer and closer to perfection, but you will never be perfect. Perfection is not the way of existence. Growth is the way. Get out of your head and get into your heart. Think less, feel more. The greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others, and the moment you are unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep, you become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom.
If you love a person, you will not interfere with his personal life. You would not dare to break the boundaries of his inner world.
People say love is blind because they do not know what love is. I say unto you, only love has eyes. Other than love, everything is blind. That's why it is called falling in. You are no longer the controller. You simply fall in. That's why people who are very head-oriented will say love is blind. Love and respect yourself and never compromise for anything. And then you will be surprised how much growth starts happening of its own accord, as if rocks have been removed and the river has started flowing. Friendship is the purest love. It is the highest form of love where nothing is asked for, no condition, where one simply enjoys giving. You can have plastic flowers. That's what people have. Marriage, their family, their children, their relatives, everything is plastic. Millions of people are suffering. They want to be loved, but they don't know how to love. And love cannot exist as a monologue. It is a dialogue, a very harmonious dialogue. Be less of a judge, and you will be surprised that when you become a witness and you don't judge yourself, you stop judging others too. And that makes you more human, more compassionate, more understanding. A little foolishness, enough to enjoy life, and a little wisdom to avoid the errors, that will do. To be creative means to be in love with life. Respect life, revere life. There is nothing more holy than life, nothing more divine than life. Be a lotus flower, be in the water, and do not let the water touch you.
Life is not a problem. To look at it as a problem is to take a wrong step. It is a mystery to be lived, loved, experienced.
One just needs a little alertness to see and find out. Life is really a great cosmic laughter. Find ecstasy within yourself. It is not out there. It is in your innermost flowering. The one you are looking for is you. When I say be creative, I don't mean that you should all go and become great painters and great poets. I simply mean let your life be a painting. Let your life be a poem. I live my life based on two principles. One, I live as if today was my last day on earth. Two, I live today as if I am going to live forever. What is discipline? Discipline means creating an order within you. As you are a chaos. Don't try to understand life. Live it. Don't try to understand love. Move into love. Then you will know, and that knowing will come out of your experiencing. You are being taught everything, but you are not being taught to be yourself. This is the ugliest form of society possible, because it makes everybody miserable. Just look at life with more playful eyes. Don't be serious. Seriousness becomes like a blindness. Don't pretend to be a thinker, a philosopher. Just simply be a human being. Life begins where fear ends. The greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others, and the moment you are unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep, you become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. Courage is a love affair with the unknown.